First of all, it's a great pleasure and pride for me to interact with you. There are a lot of programs everywhere in the country, but there are very, very few programs which are related with the economy and related with the investment. Amrut Kal is a concept where this is a time for the country to take a big jump and achieve the goal. The dream of our Prime Minister to make Indian economy of $5 trillion. And we are the fastest growing economy in the world. Now for that reason we need to increase our export and reduce our import. Now the whole world after COVID, they want to deal with India. And one of the important things is the three important sectors which are very important, which are going to decide our GDP growth rate. One is agriculture. From agriculture, we are getting 12% growth contribution in GDP. The manufacturing sector contribution is 22 to 24%, and service sector contribution is 52%. If anywhere we are in position to start industry, we get capital. And with industry and capital, we will get employment potential. And by creating employment potential, we will eradicate the poverty. And that is to be most important thing is when we have a commitment and a mission in this Amrut Kal to make India Atmanirbhar Bharat an economy of $5 trillion, this is only possible with the investment and investment initiative taken by the people like you. Now, as far as India is concerned, comparison with the Western countries, and one thing is there, they have already developed insurance-based economy, pension-based economy, and share-based economy. Now in India, the small people also, they want to invest, particularly in the share market. I am telling you my experience about the Mumbai Stock Exchange. When in InvIT model, we decided to launch that model, our issue was subscribed, the date was fixed, and 7 days time for closing of that issue. But the first day, 7 hours, our bond issue of NHI is oversubscribed, 7 times oversubscribed. So presently in infrastructure, I am assuring you that we don't have money problem. Every year, we have a target of making roads of 5 lakh crores. My budget is 2,80,000 crores. The problem is not money. And my projects are economically viable. Present my total income is 45,000 crore per year. And at the end of 25, it will go up to 1,40,000 crore income. And now what I decided, that we will making with this road infrastructure with the help of small people. We offering them in InvIT bonds that 8.05% interest per year, guarantee return, and we will give them return every monthly in their account. If the lower middle class and small people deposit their money into the banks, they are getting maximum 4.5 to 5% interest. So there are a lot of new innovations, new models, where people are ready to invest. We need to convince them. I am again telling you an interesting story that how the public-private investment is possible. Regarding solid waste management and liquid waste management, I am giving you the example of Mathura. When I was Water Resource Minister, we have decided to make one project in Mathura on hybrid annuity. The meaning of hybrid annuity means 40% from the government and 60% from the investor. and a 80 mld sludge of Mathura. Now already project is successfully running. The investor is Triveni Engineering Company. They are making clean water from 80 mld sludge of Mathura. So Mathura's the solid liquid waste management problem is resolved. And the clean water which we are getting from that is purchased by Indian Oil refinery in Mathura. Indian Oil was taking water from the irrigation department of UP and paying them 25 crore rupees per year. I tell them you pay only 20 crore. So 5 crore saving for Indian Oil. Mathura also they will get resolved problem of their liquid waste management. The people get employment. What exactly I want to tell you that even solid waste management and liquid waste management, the economic viability is there, internal rate of return is good. So by using the new technology, new innovation, new research, I know that you need to only support startup, the good people, the talented people, and select them and to support them with the investment. I am 100% confident they will make miracles. As a transport minister, I am in charge for automobile industry. When I taken charge as a minister, the industry's number was 7. And just 3 months before, we just surpassed Japan, and our number is 3rd in the world as an automobile manufacturing hub. The industry size is 12.5 lakh crore. This is the industry which is giving maximum employment, 4 crore jobs. And this is the industry which is giving maximum tax as a part of GST to the state and central government. We need to develop industry. We need to develop agriculture. Without that, we need capital investment for development. And with the new technology and new innovation, we need to increase the productivity to increase our export and create employment potential. I am really happy that today our economy is free economy. You know that the previous history, when I was student, there was 3 economic policy was discussed in the country. One, the class was divided into 3 parts, the communist, socialist and capitalist. But now the socialist party, as long as there is no socialist party. Even the communist philosophy fell in Russia and China. And the capitalist, the liberal economy, which is supported by Swatantra Party, and particularly the American role model is also fell. So we need to understand such an economic model where we need to concern the sustainable development for the last man of the society. In the whole world, the new concept which is discussing now is Happy Human Index. Domestic Happy Human Index is very important. What is the meaning of that? We need to give the good health services to the poor people, good education, employment, good infrastructure, housing. By creating good facility, we are going to achieve Happy Human Index. And before that, if we want to develop this Happy Human Index into the country, we need to understand what are the problems of the country. Gaon, Garib, Mazdoor or Kisan, Jal, Jamin, Jungle and Janwar. On the basis of that, by taking good technology, successful practices in the world, and to use it in the rural agriculture, tribal India, this is to be most important need of the country. I am always talking about the 2 important philosophies. One is innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skill, and successful practices. We name it as knowledge. And conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future. And the second philosophy, which always I am going to argue and telling to the people, that no material is waste and no person is waste. It is depending upon the appropriate technology, appropriate vision of the leadership that you can convert waste into wealth. For when the people, those who have ideas, those who have technology, those who have successful practices, they don't have capital. And where the people like you who are getting the returns from that, if you can select the appropriate people, appropriate ventures, appropriate companies, and if you can support them, they can make miracles. Now we are the country where the highest, youngest, engineering talented manpower in the whole world available in the country. The name of the country is India. All type of raw material is available. And that is the reason that our growth is constantly increased. And without growth, we cannot create employment potential. And without employment potential, we cannot increase domestic happy human index. And for that reason, we need investment in the different fields of the society. Either it is agriculture, rural, tribal, all sectors we need for that. With the investment and taking investment from the poor people and to make them rich, and you can make that. So the insurance, pension and share market economy is very important, and the Money Bee Institute, particularly I really happy about Shivani that she is doing education, and that is exactly the important need of the country. We have to convince the people to invest in share economy, and by which it is not going to helpful for the industry or the startup, but your investment will be multiplied and you will get good results. But there is a lot of problems, confusions in the mind of the people where we need to convince them about the investment, particularly in the share market. And that is the reason that today's program is very important. I am really happy and giving my special thanks to Shivani for organizing this event. And I am confident that the Devendra ji and myself, we are committed for the progress and development of Vidarbha. The socially, economically, educationally backwardness in the Vidarbha we want to remove. And for that reason, we need investment in industry. We have to develop service sectors. We have to develop agriculture. We have to develop tourism. And we need investment there, because without investment, we cannot develop. And if you have people like you who can invest in the smart startup, who are just started, and if you can support them, you check them, you check their integrity, honesty, and their credibility, and their technical knowledge. After that, if you can support them, it will be a great thing for the development of Vidarbha also. Once again, I am happy that today this is a